What up? It's Trent Out Loud, and I'm back with another episode. All right, y'all. I have a great show set up for you guys today. We got one lead story. Renee Good, the Minnesota mom that was unalive last week, is under investigation. Yes, you heard that correctly. She is no longer with us, but under investigation. And ironically, the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, is not. Also, the family closes the GoFundMe page. In quick news, we're going to talk Chris Brown, Kandi Burruss versus Todd Tucker, and Conjoined twin gets married, and the other twin stayed single. As always, we're going to close out the show with social discussion, lesson, and question of the day. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, your radio, your devices up. I'm in a good mood today, man. I'm actually going to bring out the old horn. Yo, turn your TVs, radio, your devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. All right. Welcome to everybody on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitch, Instagram, and Kick. And a special shout out to those of you on YouTube who are on your tablet or your cell phone. We are now streaming in two different versions. You can watch us landscape or you can watch us vertical. You know how we do. You know what I mean? We just keep on improving around here in 2026, man. You know, I told y'all I ain't coming here to play. We're doing new things. We are streaming in various places and various different formats. Jeez, brush your shoulders off. Trent Out Loud. All right, I hope you guys are feeling good. Like I said, I'm in an extra good mood today, and I have a good show. For those of you who caught my live today around 2 o'clock, I did a deep dive into the situation that is ongoing in Minnesota. And for those of you also who are following me on my Instagram, the Trent Out Loud Show and Trent Out Loud, you see I literally just posted a recent event that happened there where another woman was dragged out of her car, and by the grace of God, thankfully, which is even sad to say, we have to be thankful, she was not unalived. And that's what I put in the caption. Like, it's a sad day that we have to be thankful that ICE agents have arrested another U.S. citizen that was just on the street. But the silver lining is that they're alive. So things are still going on in Minnesota. Now, getting back to Renee and my live I did today, that's on our YouTube page on the video side, not the live tab, but the video tab. I did a deep dive and I spoke with people in the comment section about Renee, what's going on. And Jon Stewart put out a think piece on Comedy Central, and he made a great analogy, I thought, comparing Renee Good to January 6th. Some people call them patriots, some people call them insurrectioners. And I think it's a really good think piece. I had a very, very good conversation with somebody who is pro J6ers. And we were able to have a good discussion and come to a reasonable understanding, and which, for those of you who follow me daily, you know that is the point of this channel, is to bring both sides together, regardless of what you're talking about, whether it's politics or entertainment, and have a discussion. And of course, that's another reason why we decided to start recording our show live, so we could discuss with you, the people. I've always said you guys are my co-hosts, okay? So, talking about Renee and our think piece we did today, please check it out. I'm going to just take one or two videos and a little talking points from there, just because there is an update to that. So, of course, I want to keep you guys well informed, okay? Now, here is one video that I'm going to play for you. And this is about the investigation that is ongoing, but also not ongoing. Renee Nicole Good is being investigated. yes, the woman that was in her car, the woman that was unalived, that's no longer here, whose children are now orphans, is under investigation to see if she was part of any terrorist organizations or domestic terrorism or whatever you want to call it. They want to investigate and find out more about her. And although it's unbelievable to think, you have to be fair. You have to watch Fox. You have to watch CNN. You have to read both sides. You have to watch shows like Abby Phillip Nightline and get both perspectives. And it is only fair that when there's an incident like this, there's an investigation. So although it's hard to swallow, it does make sense that you would investigate an incident like that. But also, you would expect for there to be an investigation under the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, who unalived Nicole. So if you can investigate one, you should definitely have to investigate the other. But of course, DOJ, Pam Bondi, Donald Trump have decided that they should not investigate Jonathan Ross. And that was the conversation I had with one of our listeners earlier today, Karen. Shout out to Karen. I don't know if you're here. Yep, I'll get to the comment section at the end of the show. But I applauded her with saying that J6ers were agitators and there was a lot of things that were going on there that was misled and a lot of videos that were deleted. And she didn't stand behind Renee, but she did say there should be an investigation under Jonathan Ross. And I think that is not the American way. It's not constitutional. And like I have been saying for the past 2 weeks since this happened, or a week since this happened, I always like to look at things from a future level. I'm always thinking what's going to happen 5 years from now, 10 years from now, so you can plan and adjust. And I asked the question, what does this mean for the United States of America? What does this mean for the future? What does it mean for the kids? What does this mean for future immigration? Let's get into this video now, and you're going to hear what is going on in the Justice Department since they've decided not to investigate Jonathan Ross. Take a listen.
Some major news right now. Overnight, there was a mass exodus from the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division as multiple senior attorneys resigned because of the Trump Justice Department's refusal to investigate the horrific shooting of Renee Nicole Good. First reported by MS Now, at least.
I'm sorry, that picture didn't come up.
We have some major news right now. Overnight, there was a mass exodus from the Justice Department's Civil Rights Division as multiple senior attorneys resigned because of the Trump Justice Department's refusal to investigate the horrific shooting of Renee Nicole Good. First reported by MS Now, at least 4 leaders at the Justice Department unit that investigates police killings have resigned in protest over the administration's handling of the horrific shooting of Renee Nicole Good. 2 leaders of the criminal section of the Civil Rights Division have left to register their frustration after Assistant Attorney General Harmeet Dillon decided not to investigate ICE agent Jonathan Ross. At the same time, the Trump Justice Department is investigating Renee Nicole Good instead of Jonathan Ross, by the way. They're looking into any ties she had to, quote, activist groups.
Okay, now here is from earlier today.
Pretty major news right now. According to the New York Times, the mass exodus at the Department of Justice is growing this afternoon. Now 6 prosecutors have resigned over the DOJ's failure to investigate the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, who shot and killed Renee Nicole Good. The New York Times has now confirmed that the second in command at the U.S. Attorney's Office, Joseph Thompson, who oversaw the fraud investigation in Minnesota, was one of the people who quit. But it's not just him. There are several other career prosecutors in the U.S. Attorney's Office who quit, 6 total. And that's on top of the career Justice Department officials at Main Justice and the Civil Rights Division, who have also resigned in protest over the fact that the DOJ Civil Rights Division isn't adequately investigating the horrific shooting of Renee Nicole Good. This really does seem like an inflection point right now in this Justice Department. We know that Trump isn't happy with Pam Bondi. We will see what happens next.
So I thought that last part was really, really important. Listen again.
Inflection point right now in this Justice Department. We know that Trump isn't happy with Pam Bondi.
We know that Trump is not happy with Pam Bondi. A lot of people miss that part. And also the part where he said, this is an inflection point. You have career people leaving the DOJ, people from the civil rights section, people that are Republicans, people are literally at their wits' end with this administration and the decisions that come as a result of things like this. The year started out with Epstein files, no answer for the redaction. Venezuela, going into another country without any sort of heads up to Congress. And then Donald Trump says, yeah, I told all the big oil companies, I told them because I needed to know if they were willing to invest $100 billion, but I can't tell Congress because they'll tip everybody off. Now, then he's threatening Iran, and then he's saying this, then he's talking about Greenland, and then Nicole Good gets unalived. It's a national story, a worldwide story. We have a video, and then you go and you investigate this woman. Fair, totally fair, but then you don't investigate the ICE agent. I think it's just a huge miscarriage of justice, and I think it is so wrong for the leader of the Department of Justice and for Donald Trump to be doing something as ridiculous as this. This is getting to a point of no return almost. I think that's pretty much what I've said. Like I said, I've been talking about this all day, and I'm just like, you know, I never get to a point where I don't know what to say. I'm at my 663rd episode of doing a show where I talk for an hour and a half a day by myself. So I'm not really short of words, but days like this are just, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what else I could say. I don't know what other perspective or what I can bring. And then on top of it, you hear another near incident, another near unaliving. And I wish I could play it for you, but it's just so bad to see these ICE agents ripping a woman out of her car. She was literally just going to a dentist's office. Like, hey, I have to get to my appointment. And there's a protest in the street. Like, what's going on? Drag her out of the car, cut off the seatbelt, and drag her in and arrest her. They're busting in her windows, reaching in her car. That is illegal. An officer cannot reach in someone's car for no reason. You'll need a warrant for that. So anyways, look. Go, if you're watching this on podcast platforms, go over to YouTube on our video page. If you're on YouTube and watching this on our live after the show, go over, we deep dive, and I speak to Karen about this. The most important thing and takeaway and how I would like to end this is anytime you're having a conversation about this investigation, do not try to make the point that Nicole Good should not be investigated. Don't try to make that point. She should be investigated. We would like to know every single thing about her, everything, providing it be factual. We would like to have the investigation done by the FBI and a second party, whether it be the locals in Minnesota, the court system there, not just the FBI, who is ruled by Donald Trump. But I want to know everything about Nicole. I want to know if what Fox News is reporting is true about her. Is she an agitator? Is she not an agitator? Is this her first time going out and impeding ICE officers? How long was she out there? We have the video from the officer's cell phone, and it's her last words of, "It's okay, dude. I'm not mad at you." She seemed very pleasant to me. And I said her wife seemed more like an agitator. Go get some lunch, big boy. Yo, I'm a veteran, and swearing. I didn't see Renee doing that. But that's just her last words. I would like to know what is going on. I would also like to know what's going on with Jonathan Ross. And I would like the incident to be investigated by a branch that we can all trust. So that's my 2 cents on Renee. Just a sad day for America. Let's move on to quick news. Okay, let's jump into Chris Breezy. Where are you, Breezy? All right, so Chris Brown, judge dismisses Chris Brown's $500 million defamation lawsuit over investigation discovery documentary. All right, what is this? Some of you guys might be asking. This was Chris Brown's dumb move, if you ask me, to try and what I think scare off other directors or networks to make documentaries about him. The documentary really never went anywhere. I'm sure you guys don't even know the documentary that I'm speaking about, so that should tell you already right there. And for the life of me, I can't think why Chris would want to sue them for $500 million, because A, he would never be able to win. Defamation is so hard to win. These companies have tons of lawyers looking out before they put it out. And I've heard some people that have seen it and they said it was completely fairly done. But I know why Chris sued them. He sued them not because he thought he was going to win. He sued them because he wanted to set a precedent and said, hey, if you guys try to do documentaries about me trying to bring up my past and say stuff or whatever, I'm going to sue you. And he didn't want like what happened to Diddy, where if you guys remember, like a year ago, there was 10 Diddy documentaries. If you ask me, I think this backfired on Chris. I think that Chris now has opened up another can of worms. But here is a little bit more details on what went down.
I remember that $500 million defamation of character lawsuit that Chris filed against Warner Brothers Discovery and Ample Entertainment because of the documentary they put out called Chris Brown, A History of Violence. Well, a judge ruled to dismiss his $500 million lawsuit. Just to refresh everybody's memory, the lawsuit was filed by Chris Brown and his legal team in January of 2025 because he said that the documentary that they put out portrayed him to be a serial abuser and an R-word. He claimed that the allegations against him were untrue, and in a specific instance where Jane Doe in the documentary spoke about a time where she was R-worded by him allegedly in 2020 on a yacht that was owned by Diddy, he says that she misrepresented what happened and didn't show all of the evidence that would prove that he did not do what she alleged. The judge decided to dismiss the $500 million defamation of character lawsuit after reviewing it and saying that everything that was presented in the documentary showed both sides, including inconsistencies in Jane Doe's story, and that he felt like the way that the documentary was created and produced was fair and true. Now, I'm going to be honest and say that I did not watch the documentary, and it seems like the documentary didn't do well, which is also probably why Chris Brown has continued about his life without any consequences or without worry, even if this lawsuit was dismissed.
Yeah, exactly. Like my sentiments exactly, bro. I was like, nobody cares and nobody heard of it. All right. Okay, so that wraps up Chris Brown. Huge loss, putting himself in the media for absolutely no reason, tied to an accusation on a yacht with Diddy. This is not something that you want to talk about, all right, Breezy? Okay, let's move on to another court case that's being spoken about today. Kandi Burruss. Let me just bring this headline up here for you guys. So Kandi Burruss accuses ex Todd Tucker of not helping with their children's expenses and spending significant time with the kids despite family content he shares online. Let me give you some more information. Kandi Burruss is accusing her ex, Todd Tucker, of putting on a facade for his followers while leaving her to shoulder the financial responsibility of their children. In court documents obtained by US Weekly, Kandi is asking the courts to establish parenting time and child support as part of their ongoing divorce. She noted that their kids, Ace and Blaze, have significant monthly expenses, including nanny, tuition, extracurricular activities, and medical bills that Todd has not contributed to. Y'all know me how I love to drag men that don't take care of their children. But listen, it gets worse. The Real Housewives of Atlanta alumni also claims that despite what his social media shows, Todd does not exercise parenting time with their children on a significant basis, despite the facade, despite the facade of his 2 to 3 minute social media videos chronologically his daddy daycare. This is Are you joking? You really going to go to your kids with a little camera crew with your little iPhone out and like document it, be like, yo, peace out, deuces? She further alleges that he tried to prevent the children from traveling to New York City for a pre-planned trip to visit her. Todd has not publicly responded to the claims, but his attorney told the outlets rather than commenting to the press, he leaves these matters to the court and what is the properly filed documents. Kandi filed for divorce from Todd in November 2025, ending their 11-year marriage. Now, let's be fair, because Todd now came out with this a couple of hours after that release. Todd Tucker fights against Kandi Burruss's effort to seal divorce records. Says she's talking about split online with various media outlets. Now, y'all know what I always say about statements and people talking about this. This is very interesting, the fact that he wants to have the divorce proceedings and details be exposed, and she wants to hide it, but she wants to go and present a narrative to the public and to different outlets. So just like CNN and Fox, you got to look at both sides and then draw your own narrative. Here are the details. Looks like Todd Tucker doesn't want his divorce with Kandi to be kept private. After filing to end their marriage in November, Kandi asked the court to seal the divorce records, arguing that public access to the case could negatively affect their two young children. If you guys remember, Teyana Taylor did the same thing, but Teyana Taylor wasn't really out talking that much as Kandi is. Todd formally responded earlier this month, and the couple appeared to be on very different pages. Court documents obtained by Us Weekly show that Todd is fighting Kandi's request for a confidential order. According to the filing, Kandi has discussed their breakup with various media outlets and online, while Todd has remained largely silent, which is fair. I mean, I don't follow the Real Housewives and them that much, but I haven't really heard too much from him. I have heard a lot more from Kandi, to be fair. His motion states, having voluntarily placed the proceedings into a public domain, Kandi cannot now credibly claim that sealing the case is necessary to protect the integrity of the proceedings or the best interest of the children. Todd's attorney added, rather, the request relief appears amid a significant restricting public access in order to control the narrative of a dispute that Kandi herself has chosen to be made public. A judge has not yet ruled on the matter. I see both sides here. Y'all can call me Trent Two Sides. I'm staying on the fence until I see more evidence with this. As I do with most reality TV stuff that I'm not like super ingrained with, I'm going to wait till the end of the show and get to the comment section if you guys have any way to kind of like direct me. But I feel like Kandi and a lot of women would like to have it sealed to protect the children, but it could be for other things. And I like that he wants to put it out there and just be transparent. Like, you want to play and do views and all of that stuff? No, you're going to put everything out there. I like the transparency, but that is just my 2 cents. You guys sound off. And also, by the way, talking about the end of the show, I'm going to send a link. If anybody wants to come on here on audio and video and discuss any of these topics with me, please feel free. Okay, we're going to go over to a story that is hidden online today. I really want to get y'all's opinion on this. Conjoined twin marries boyfriend while her sister remains single. Now, I put a little joke out on Instagram. I won't make the joke here, but I know that y'all are thinking what I'm thinking. And this here, I think this is the one this is the one that's married with the flowers. So that's her boyfriend. And this one is single. Now, I get it, but I'm also a little bit confused. Let me read the caption to you, okay? A pair of conjoined twins recently made headlines after one sister married her long-term boyfriend, while the other chose to stay single. While they share a body, they've always been clear that there are two separate people with their own personalities and life choices. The marriage belongs to just one sister, and the other sister fully supports it, showing that being physically connected doesn't mean sharing the same path or decisions. Yo, man, like, what do you do in this circumstance? Can I put I want both of them up. Like, I can't put both of them. Oh yeah, I could. No, I can't put it up side by side. What do you guys think about this? Look, what do you think? Like, it's hard because, I mean, how many people have ever been in this situation? But because, like, what everyone's thinking about, the obvious, right? The body part, and she has to, the sister who's not married or not dating this guy, I know she's not mentally dating him, but her body is physically with him, not her lips or her hands, but other parts. So I get that they're like, okay, well, this is the part that we share. So, like, what happens if she gets married, the other sister gets married? Like, how does that work? Like, obviously they would have to live together, the four of them, but how does that part work? How does the intimate part work? Like, do you get jealous of the other guy? Or because, like, this is, the dynamic is crazy. And I would love to interview them, but I want to know if they thought about that. And I guess maybe they're like, well, we don't care, we're thinking about us. But what about the guys who they're in love with? Because then I guess if he is in love with them too, that he has to be willing to share what they share. I guess that's how you have to make sense of it. I don't know. The other thing that I think I would try to do, me personally, is find a guy that we both like. And then you don't have an issue with another person in the house. There's four of us. This guy thinks this night is his, and the other guy thinks that this night is his. Like, I just think it would be easier to okay, I really like this guy. He's my boyfriend. Okay, fine. But you don't like him or you want to stay single. Okay, fine. You get it? Like, even if it's dating, fine. But I just feel like marriage, I feel like that's a lot. You know? I know you're separate, but if you have to make a decision with the lower part of your body and you have to make that shared, I just think it might be a little bit easier finding a guy that you both like, that you could share, that he likes both of you and looks at you as one. And I'm sure it took them a lot to think and to get to a place. I'm sure they went through therapy. I'm sure they went through a lot to get to a place where they can live separate, independent lives, but this has got to be tough, man. Woo. Anyways, yeah, that's my think piece on that. I cannot wait to get to the comment section and hear what y'all think about this. But hey, shout out to them. You know, they look happy, and shout out to the one that got married. I just I feel for the guy. Like, and she's gotta like, oh, you know what I just thought too? Oh my gosh, it gets worse. The guy who's married to the sister, okay, he's doing his thing. But what about the girl who's single and she wants to go out on dates? Oh my gosh. I was just thinking about when she found a husband. I forgot about the process of getting a husband. Suppose she's like, yeah, I'm going out on a date like every Friday because I want to find a man. And she's going out on dates and she's promiscuous and she's got to go through 10 guys, 20 guys to find her man. Oh my gosh. As a husband, what do you do? What do you do? Tell her no? Tell her she's got to choose a husband before that happens? Suppose she never wants to do this. Suppose she just wants to stay single and just be like, I'm just a wild girl. That's it. And that's just her life. Yeah, I go out traveling. I travel the world. What are you going to tell her? She's independent. She's going to do what she got to do. And he's got to stomach that. You got to find one guy, man. That is too much to ask people to handle. Anyways, I'm going to get off of this story before I come up with another thing that like blows my mind. Anyways, let's go over to social discussion, lesson of the day, and question of the day. Stick with me. I have really, really, really good social discussions today and a really good lesson of the day. So stick around as we go to a little commercial break. All right, before we start social discussion of the day, I have a small question for you guys. Is your computer, laptop, or cell phone vulnerable to data breaches? Hold up, that's an indirect question. Let me answer that question for you. Yes, they are, all three of them, if you're not using Aura, the all-in-one digital security platform. Go to my sponsor below, aura.com/trendoutloud to get your free, keyword on free, 14-day trial to see if any of your data has already been exposed. If you're ever wondering how scammers get your cell phone number or why your inbox is filled with spam, here is why. There are companies called data brokers, and they sell your data, and they do it without your consent, and they make billions of dollars selling it to marketers, scammers, and even stalkers. That is why I recommend today's sponsor, Aura, to my family, friends, and out louders. Aura takes care of the hard part for you, automatically removing your information off of these sites and keeping it off. Keyword there, automatic. You don't have to do it manually. Aura takes care of the, I already said that. With Aura, you get alerts if any of your personal information is ever found on the dark web, real-time fraud alerts for your credit card or banking information, secure VPN, antivirus, password manager. They also have US-based round-the-clock customer service. And in the event that anything should ever go wrong, Aura also includes, not offers, but includes a $5 million identity theft insurance protection package. Go to my sponsor below, aura.com, or sign up with this QR code right here, and you can get your free trial, 14 days free. Now, why is this really important? Just want to take 2 seconds to just talk to you off script. Anything you do online, whether it's YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, or whatever, your information is kept in the background and it's legally sold to third-party like marketers in the event of, hey, we want to know what Trent's watching, what he's buying, so we know what to sell to him. Your information is sold legally, but it can get in the hands of bad actors. That's how come you get text messages with links that if you click it, they could steal all your information, they could buy things, they could take your Instagram, whatever. You get phone calls from people you've never given your phone number to. You get emails with links. It's really dangerous. For free, Aura can go on the dark web and they take all your information off and they keep it off absolutely for free. Link below, QR code. Do not go online without Aura. I'm telling you, it's dangerous out here. All right, before we get into social discussion, I also just want to answer a few questions that everybody asks me every day. Hey, we really love the show. We would really like to know how we could give back, sign up, PayPal, Venmo. The best way is a little button underneath this video here. There might be 3 tabs. While I'm live, it's a super chat. After this video's post, it's a super thanks. Why I love it is that it gives me like a notification. It lets me know. And you can also change the thanks to a comment. I will heart it, like it, I'll reply, and I'll read it back on tomorrow's show. Here is YouTube explaining it better than I can.
Buy a super thanks by clicking the thanks button under your video. There are multiple price points a viewer can purchase that each have their own special one-time animation. As an added bonus, viewers will get to post a distinct, colorful comment in your video's comment section.
All right, and also do not forget to sign up for the Trent Out Loud membership. All right, you'll see different levels here. We're all big one happy family. That is just to determine how much you want to give for your membership. All right, but we're one big happy family, so make sure you sign up today. All right, that is it with the commercial break. Let's get to social discussion. Yo, I'm gonna play this video for you guys. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to play it once, and then I'm going to dissect it, break it down, and play it again, okay? Do men want a pretty face with a girl with a pretty face and zero body? Or do they want a girl with an ugly face and a banging body? Sorry, I just made a mistake. I'm actually going to break down and get into lesson of the day. This is social discussion. Lesson of the day is what I'm really excited about. But this is still good. Way off in the comment section, but take a listen to this.
The date a woman with zero body,
hold on. I gotta remove this. Sorry. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Remove. Okay.
An ugly face with a banging body.
Here
Would
we
you
go.
rather date a woman with zero body but a beautiful face, or an ugly face with a banging body? Which one?
Ugly face with a
For
banging
real?
body. Yeah, of course.
What do you mean?
That's easy call. That's
Long term?
Look, the blacks is gonna have 100%. They go.
No, because you know what's
100%
crazy
of the blacks will be like,
is
yep.
when we had I think at the end of the day, zero body but a beautiful face. I don't know, that's crazy. Or an ugly face. So you just wake up, turn around, ugly face, because you're not always gonna see
Y'all
the body.
good with that makeup though.
No, but you have to wake up to this person on a
All right,
long
we're gonna
term.
get that makeup going.
So makeup in the bed,
It's
waking
dark.
up.
It's gonna be dark.
It's not gonna blow you waking up in the morning, turning around, seeing this face.
Nah, I'm gonna be rubbing on something though. So I'm gonna be feeling cool.
This is crazy.
All right, let's discuss. So I 100% agree, and I never agree with Paul Pierce, but I agree with the fact that this is a cultural thing. Most, African descendant men would prefer a body versus face. First of all, I don't like calling people ugly, but you know what I'm saying? A less attractive face, let's just say, versus a body. And we're a culture that is very touchy-feely and passionate. Just the way how we dance, look at reggae music, and we're grinding up and holding whatever. Like, you need some meat on a body to hold. And sure, do I love a pretty face? 100,000%, of course. But if you have to pick and choose, you definitely 100% want a less attractive woman, but a woman that has a body. Especially if you are a person that is, very passionate in the bedroom area or just even outside the bedroom areas. Like, what do you like to look at? Now, to move it away from even like the bedroom area or whatever, is that I think that, when you look at looks, I feel like, now let's take it seriously. Let's say like it's not like a one night thing. Let's take somebody like who you're with. I think looks fade quicker than body. That's what I think. Like, yes, people will, your body type changes as you grow and over. But, if you're tall or if you're thick, if you're this or whatever, I think that is going to more stay the same versus a face from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. You know what I'm saying? Like, at 70 years old, man, you're not looking the same. But if you got the donk and you got all the things that is hitting right, it's only just going to get even better, as we go along. So, I always have a lot of, question for the women out there. This question is more set up for guys. Men, what would you rather? All races, but as a black man, and you guys know who I always say is my baby mama, Serena Williams. That just tells you everything you need to know. But of course, shout out to the pretty girls out there. Shout out to the baddies. That's all nice and everything. But of course, the most important is shout out to the girl that has both, right? That's wifey over there. I think in closing, and I always say this, men. Now, actually, I have two things. Men, I think it is extremely important to not care what Paul Pierce says. I don't think it's important what I say. I always say this. When choosing your girl, make sure that when she is in a room with 100 other girls, no matter what room you're in, you're always going to choose her to go home with. That should be your thought process and your selection. I don't care what the room is. I don't care if you're in Miami, if you're in New York, if you're in Japan. I don't care, Milan. I don't care where you are. You always got to make sure for a healthy relationship that you're always going to choose the girl who you came in with. And if you're not, then don't be with that girl. And what does that mean is you got to pick what you're attracted to. If you're attracted to short girls, tall girls, or whatever, you got to pick what you're attracted to. And also what that means is that attraction also comes with that person, right? And it's so important because we live in a world with social media and all this, whatever, and there's a lot of distractions out there. And I don't think people think about, I want to make sure that I'm always leaving with that girl and she's the girl who I'm going to pick. And of course, vice versa. And the second thing that I wanted to say is, women, do you have an equivalent to this question? Is there an equivalent for you guys? Like, would you rather, I think even for women, this would just be superficial. Of course, I know women want to be with like a good looking guy, but an ugly guy versus a body or a good looking guy versus not a body. I feel like a lot of women don't even like extremely huge, like muscular men. You all see those big bodybuilders. Women are like, ugh, I'm not into that. So I don't think this even applies to women, but if it does apply, women, sound off below. Okay. All right. Let me get to the one that I'm really excited about now. Lesson of the day. Okay, here is my second video. Take a listen to this, y'all.
Why do men complain about?
Oh my gosh, I always forget to take down the video. Okay, here we go.
Dress half naked and
rewind.
Why do men complain about women that dress half naked and provocative in public, social media, yet still they turn around and follow this type of stuff?
I think that there is a difference between what catches my attention and what catches my intention. And sometimes when I'm scrolling, what catches my attention may be how she looks, how she's presenting. Maybe it is how, the little is out, double tap, but that doesn't mean I want to double tap her heart or her soul or her mind. There are certain women that will be good to that man's body, but will she also be good to his soul? Will she feed it? Will she upbuild him? When he stumbles, will she be there to lift him? Will she be the threefold cord that with God they can create and nobody can break it apart? But here's the thing. There are some men that don't know the difference. These are the bitter men because they chased instead of chasing class. So I guess what I'm trying to say is leave those type of alone.
All right, let's break this down. This is such a good video. Okay, let's break this down. Now, I'm going to talk in layman terms, as y'all know how I like to do, okay? So, of course, the question is, guys are like, I don't want you to dress provocatively or whatever. And also, too, you should never tell a woman how to dress. If you don't like how a woman dresses, or, don't be with her. Pick a girl that you don't have to tell what to do. First of all, it's not nice. Second of all, the relationship is not going to work. So that's A. But there is a reason why men will like somebody on Instagram or like a girl on Instagram and not necessarily like his girl dressing that way. And it's because men have two different intentions in their brains. Most men do. And that's why he said at the end of the video, when you find a guy that doesn't know the difference between both, don't be with them. Okay, take a listen.
Why do men complain about women that dress half naked and provocative in public, social media, yet still they turn around and follow this type of stuff?
I think that there is a difference between what catches my attention and what catches my intention.
Woo! What catches my attention versus what catches my intention, right? So, I don't know, it's Friday night or the weekend, or it's Thursday night, and I'm looking to see, what's going to catch my attention? Because the weekend's coming and I'm partying. I'm a single guy. So you're going to look and be like, oh, that's catching my attention. But maybe on a Sunday or a Monday, or maybe on a winter weekend that I'm sitting down reading a book and chilling, I'm like, I'm tired of always looking for my attention, and I want to look for my intention because I'm tired of all of this, and now I want to look for my girl. That is two different Instagram feeds. Those are two different girls that you're looking and hearting, and a lot of girls don't understand that. I literally just had this conversation yesterday. It's two different things, and I'm not a woman, so I don't know if women understand that when they're on their socials or they're doing whatever it is that they're doing. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't look like attractive or if you have a nice outfit on or you're this or whatever, but if your Instagram or socials or whatever platform you're on are doing, if it's only action, that's what you're going to attract. And you're never going to attract attention. And even if you do attract attention and you're, thinking that like, okay, that's what most guys are going to do, but then I'll, flip it over after, you're climbing a higher hill. Wouldn't you rather a guy that's attracted to you, A, for intention, But even if not, because a girl could go and have fun and do whatever she wants to, but wouldn't you rather have a mix of both? That to me is the win. Let's continue.
And sometimes when I'm scrolling, what catches my attention may be how she looks, how she's presenting. Maybe it is how, the little is out, double tap, but that.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Friday night, it's 10 o'clock or whatever. And if you want to be that girl, that's cool, but listen to the rest.
Doesn't mean I want to double tap her heart.
There you go.
Or her soul.
You have to decide what you want. Because a man will double tap on a picture, but not necessarily double tap. I mean, I think it's corny saying he's not going to double tap on your heart, but you know what that means, right?
Her mind. There are certain women that will be good to that man's body, but will she also be good to his soul?
Okay, that is where you're talking about an emotionally intelligent man, i.e. trying out loud. So if I'm looking at somebody's Instagram or somebody's socials or what have you, even just meeting a girl outside, while I'm thinking sometimes about the easy stuff, I, for example, know myself and I know the type of man that I am, and I know that I'm always intellectually curious. I love speaking. I love deep diving. And by the way, I write about this in my book that I wrote like 5 years ago. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, this is who I am. Like, I literally have a blueprint to my heart in my book. And I am really all about that. So while I do like attractiveness or whatever, I'm always looking for this.
Body, but will she also be good? Will be good to that man's body, but will she also be good to his soul? Will she feed it? Will she upbuild him? When he stumbles, will she be there to lift him?
Will she build him? Will she, when I stumble, will you be there to uplift me? That is what most, I don't know if I could say most men, but the type of man that women want out there that, you hear online, I want a man like this. I want an alpha man. I want an intellectual, stable man. I want an emotionally intelligent man. I want a man to provide. I want a man to this. 9 times out of 10, that man, yeah, he might be looking for that action, that double tap or whatever, but long term, he's not looking for that. That's not all that's going to intrigue him.
Will she be the threefold cord that with God they can create and nobody can break it apart?
Ooh, what they could create and then nobody could break it apart. I also talk about yin and yang. That's what a real man looks for when he's looking on Instagram or on socials, not just the provocativeness and the outfit.
Here's the thing.
Now listen to this, ladies.
There are some men that don't know the difference.
Woo! There are some men that do not know the difference. Listen.
These are the bitter men because they chased instead of chasing class.
Ooh, they chased ASS instead of chasing class. So they chased the girl with ASS. They chased the girl that was provocative. They chased the girl that they liked that was all this. But then they're like, yo, this girl is this and this girl is that. And that, well, of course, she showed you who she was. You knew who she was, but you were thinking with the little one and not with the big one. I've literally said this a million times. Like, I have a friend of mine that he gets himself in these relationships all the time because he's so focused on how attractive the girl is. I like Asian girls. I like this. And blah, 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 blah. This man had a child with a woman who he was attracted to. She was everything that he could just, if God could come down and be like, yo, give me everything that you would want in a woman physically, she was everything. He's living in a nightmare right now because he didn't understand the difference of a Friday night or an Instagram that's provocative, that's this or whatever, versus a girl that has like some nice, pretty pictures, but then she also is intelligent, intriguing, insightful, supportive, loving, and all of these blah, 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 caring and all of that. So he went, and this is what most men will do, but not the men who are like have the full package, like I was saying before. But there are some men out there like my friend that will just be like, oh, I need a short girl. I need a girl who's petite. I need a girl who is this. I need a girl, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. She makes me feel all cry. We're going to have a baby together. Yeah, exactly. Now when he wants to go on vacation, oh gosh, I have to ask her this. They fight, they this. The kid doesn't even want to stay with the mom. She has 2 other kids and she's like, I just want to stay with you, Dad. And he is living in a nightmare all because he didn't understand the difference. Let's finish this out. Oops, sorry.
Instead of chasing the bitter men because don't know the difference.
And he's bitter.
These are the bitter men because they chased instead of chasing class. So I guess what I'm trying to say is leave those type of alone.
There you go. There you go. All right, that was my breakdown. I got a little too excited about that, but I'm telling you, the lesson of the day. Women, yo, if you're an attractive woman, if you got your ish together or whatever, blah, 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 I'm not saying that you can't post a beach picture or an outfit picture or this. I get it. I totally get it. Make sure you mix that in with other things that you can offer. Men, when you're on Instagram and you're looking and you're seeing this girl, she comes across your timeline, you go to her thing and she's like, oh my gosh, this girl's a baddie. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, that's telling you a lot. But even if you do slide into DMs and talk, you got to make sure if this is somebody who you think that you're going to like, you got to make sure and think about long-term. Like I just said earlier, are you thinking about 5 years or 10 years? What else she's going to offer you? Is she going to be supportive? Is she going to be there when you stumble? Could you guys create something together? Those things are really important. So that is my lesson of the day to the men and women out there. Okay. Let's go over to question of the day. And I'm very, very excited to get to comments. We got a lot of comments waiting. Let's go to question of the day quickly. Okay, question of the day. Where is it here? Yeah, question of the day. Name a song that comes on and everybody in the room knows all the words. All right, what is here? Let me get this up here like this. All right. First person said, Tevin Campbell, can we talk for a minute? Okay, I don't know if everybody would know that, but you know, if you're a music and R&B guy like me, yes. Love by Keisha Cole, totally agree with that. Melodies from Heaven, Dreams and Nightmares, Meek Mill, okay. Okay, no, I'm not gonna read that one. Sweet Carolina, for sure. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme song. Let me tell you a story all about how my wife got flipped turned upside down. For sure, everybody knows the Will Smith song. I don't even know what this is. Sean Love Train, Co-Funk Sean Coltrane. No clue. Somebody wants to come on and sing that. I'll always love you, and I will always love you. Oh, come on, who doesn't know that? Fantasia, When I See You. Okay, I don't know if everybody would know that, but of course, good song. Don't Stop Believing, Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk? Monica, So Gone. Children's Story by Slick Rick. Yeah, I don't know if everyone would know that. Okay, here we go. Irreplaceable by Beyonce, 100%. To the left, then your keys to the left, for sure. Superwoman, Candy Rain. Okay, this is like, these people are old school here. Candy Rain. Yeah, I don't even know if that was right. ABC song. Okay, I thought these would be better, man. I'll Always Love You, yeah. Thriller by Michael Jackson. I don't know if everybody would know that. Back That, ASS Up, for sure. Blow the Whistle, there you go, that's good. What about the Dougie? Everybody knows the Dougie. Bodak Yellow, it's a good one. Keisha Cole, Love. Mary J. Blige, Not Gonna Cry. Dreams and Nightmares. All right, I think we can come up with some better ones than that. Let's go over to the comment section and see what y'all got. We're going to back up and go to the beginning, and then we'll end off with these. See if you guys have any songs, all right? Anybody wants to come on and sing with me, you're welcome. Let's go. Okay. Let me take this off the stage, remove from the stage, bring us back here. Okay. What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Bam, 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 bam. All right, let's go to comments. First comment is from Will. Lower East Side, Manhattan in the house. Oh, big up, TOL. Yo, I saw you on before we even went live. I saw you in the waiting room. What up, Will? Thank you for waiting. Sheila C said, greeting out louders. What up, Sheila? Next one is from Kingsley. Blessings from North Carolina. Come on and raise up. Take your shirt off. Bam, bam, bam. What up, North Carolina in the building? Kim is always here. Kim, what up? Let's go. Hey, am I seeing that you guys are on with cell phone? Oh, that is so cool. I could see that you guys are on YouTube on your cell phones. That is so cool. That is so dope. Yeah, Will said my device is up. Oh, that is so dope. So dope. Natasha said Natasha is on her phone too. Hello again. What up, Natasha? Mystery is here on Twitch. What up? Hello, owning Twitch again. I don't know what this name is. Nolin something. Let's go, TOL. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Streaming from UK and on Twitch. Mystery is in the building. Nolin, I think both were motivated by hate and power. I don't know what you're referring to. I think it might be Jan 6 they might be referring to, because that's what we kicked off with. How can Renee, an unalive person, be under investigation? That's crazy. What about the ICE agent? How come he's not under investigation? That's so unfair. Of course, I agree with you 100%. I wish I had the answer. But again, to be fair, to draw a conclusion and to have a full picture, she does need to be investigated. But if you're not investigating the officer, then why are you only investigating her? That's where it comes to be crazy. The U.S. justice system sucks. God help if you, if you get into trouble over there. By the way, that's just lately. Nolin says, when the DOJ attorneys responded by resigning, what else is there to say? May have to wait for the Democrats to come back in office for justice. So sad. 100% sad. Just a grave injustice. Thanks for sharing. First time hearing this. Not cool. Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. Next is Nancy. She did not have hate. She feared for her life by having masked men surround her vehicle. She didn't hit him. She was leaving. It was unaliving, or at least another word I can't say, but yes, unaliving. Totally agree with you, Nancy. We last week slowed down the video, deep dove, look at the wheels, look at her hands turning or whatever. And again, the way how I like to argue is I like to try to keep it really simple. And I asked the question, even if for argument's sake, you say that she was coming at him with the car, he literally was right on the side of the car. There was maybe like, one leg. Couldn't you just jump out the way? If you ask an 8-year-old if they had a GUN on them and a car was coming at you like this, what would you do? I would have just moved and jumped out the way, and everyone could have been fine, and you go and arrest her after. Anyways. Next one is Leah. Question is, what's the end game? Totally agree. What is the end game? Well, the end game is complete and utter control from the Trump administration and MAGA. I agree with you, Trent. A huge injustice. Thank you, Mystery. Oops. Next one is Roberta. Hey, what's up? Great show. I love the knowledge that you're giving. It's outstanding. Thank you. Keep up the great work. Much love. Always enjoy. Thank you very much, Roberta. Appreciate that. Oh my gosh, how's my computer dying? Wow, I can't believe I just noticed that now. Wow. Mystery said a violation of people's constitutional rights in the US. Totally agree. And you think you're going to get the truth? Well, yeah, I'm not too sure on that. Good point. Jan Peterson said this guy is BS in progress. Well, thank you very much for your comment, and thank you for tuning in. I like that. We welcome every side here. The Capitol says Renee was being very sarcastic. I agree. Was she being sincere? No. But was she being rude? Was she being threatening? Did she say anything threatening? Of course she's being sarcastic. You know, she was following them around. She was blocking traffic. My point is that these guys, these masked ICE men, federal agents, they were the ones with profanity, yelling, grabbing in her car. She was, even if she was being sarcastic, she was like, yo, it's okay. I'm not mad at you, dude. I don't think that's any excuse to unalive her. Nolin said America has double standards. Unfortunately, yes. Next one, Sheila, is we're in the land of lawlessness. Unfortunately, yes. Tez, what up, Tez? This is a different type of America. It is sad. Nolan said, what views do people in your country have on these issues? What views? I just think, I don't even think it's me or anybody or whoever's listening. Like, I think this is something that's global. I think it's worldly, you know, and that's why I keep on saying, like, what does this mean for the US, for the people looking from the outside? And I think that US used to be so cognizant of that, you know, and that's why it was such a sought after place where people would be born to be like, I'm going to America. I'm going to visit America. Is it still like that now? I don't know. Jupiter said, wow. Hey, Trent, love your beard. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Hey, shout out to the beard. Hello to everybody in the chat. I hope everyone is having a great day. Thank you very much, Kim. Hope you're having a great day too. Ted says, hey, Kim. Jupiter says, I'm praying for the US. Good luck, you guys. Your gov is crazy. Crystal, what up, Crystal? Says, hey, thanks, Kim. Appreciate you. The next comment says, hey, Kim. Jupiter. Nolan said, I watched the wedding. There was a prenup, but there was some glitches. I understand. Todd is kicks. Payday. All right. I don't know what those glitches are, but we'll follow it and see. Kandi is extremely talented. I saw something the other day. If you guys don't remember, Kandi is from what's the group there with Tiny? Escape. I was seeing it the other day. Like, people are like, let's just be honest. Can Kandi really sing? Like, is she talented? Like, she's a great actress. She's amazing on The Shy. But is she like this crazy vocalist? Not putting her down, but just asking the question. Kandi is a businesswoman. This is from Jupiter, by the way. Kandi is a businesswoman. I've always loved her. The best housewives are Atlanta and Pudamac. So spicy. Shout out to Kandi. Nolan says, news, didn't know one could keep the divorce sealed. Oh, yeah, for sure you can. A lot of them request to keep it sealed. Both are married, really. 2 for 1. The sister is selfish. Oh, you guys are talking about the conjoined twins now. That sister is so selfish. Yo, I just think that's a good way to put it. That's a good one word. It's pretty selfish, yo. But now the other one's going to be selfish and be like, it's okay. I'm going to go out and date every weekend. Wait, 1 P word and 2 heads? Yes. Nolan says, is that marriage legal? Of course it's legal. For sure. If I'm not mistaken, they are registered as 2 separate people because they have 2 separate brains. I think that's how it got classified. Conjoined twins, you're a joke. I'll just walk away. Shout out to Tez. Crystal says, what? Sorry if that's crass, but wow. Something fashion says it's really nasty as hell. Oh, you guys are jokes, man. Lon says, what happened on Mad Day? Bring them to alive. So if one gets pregnant, it's the single one that's not pregnant. Well, they share a stomach, So seeing that they share a stomach, let's bring them to the stage. Yeah, they share a stomach, right? Yeah. See, I think they even have, yeah, it's the shoulder. I think that it's like it starts right here. So I think they might even have like, I don't know about the chest area, but they have each other a shoulder, each other an arm, and I don't think there's anything here. Yeah, so that their stomach for sure, like they're both pregnant for sure. That's 100%. Still crazy to me. All right. Tez says the feeling is the same thing. Tez says sandwich party. What country are they from? Trent, you are hysterical. Thank you, Nolan. I don't know what country they're from. Somebody Google and let me know. Mystery says that must be a first conjoined twin and one married. If you marry one, you marry the other. It's a twin package crazy situation. Well, technically and legally not, according to them. It's it's always her night. It's hilarious. The girl with the bandana is SEX. One sister can't check out. Yeah, exactly. For you to find a news face, it's complicated. I know, like, what does she do? Like, because I don't even want to get into it, but like, what does she do when they're doing that? The one that's single, like, could she just because she must have a feeling, right? So she must feel it too in her head because they share it. So what does she do? What does she do? Sit down and read a book? That's I would pay money to interview these conjoined twins, and I would ask them. Mo kept laughing and smiling. Says, "I love Kandi's music, but this marriage was doomed after delivering surprise prenup day before wedding. From that, she controlled everything. He isn't paying now because she didn't make him pay before." Really interesting. Thank you for that. Jupiter says they still have their own opinion on Amando. Maybe they're different. I guess. Yes, 1V, Crystal. That girl with the bandana is ASEX. Tez says, "Oh well." Get that 20D girl. Y'all are funny. What if texting is a I don't understand this from Yolanda. What if texting is a girl that likes girls? Sorry, don't understand that. If you give me some more context. Mystery says, that's a brave man to marry conjoined twins. He should have married both. Fancy just marry one. Yeah, well, maybe the other one didn't want to marry him. I'm sure he tried. Trust me, I'm sure he tried. So much for two's company, three's a crowd. What if I see what you're saying. Yolanda says, what if the twin likes women? I mean, I still think from his point of view, I don't know if he would want anybody, man or woman, to be where or with that part of his wife. He's not going to want anybody to be there, man or woman. He's not going to want her to do anything related to that without him being there. And it would be weird if out on a date, imagine you meet a guy out on a date and you got to have it's just too crazy to think about. Donna said, a very interesting situation that there's two heads and one body. I don't know how they're going to work that out. I think they both have to be in love with him, and he has to be in love with both of them for it to work. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. I think you should get rid of him, and you guys, the fact that you're sharing a body, find a guy that you're both in love with. And if you don't feel like you're in love with this guy, keep on dating until you find one. Yolanda, you're funny. Nolan said, what makes an interesting court case? The single sister has one hell of a case. Crystal says, I'm so confused. So am I. How did they decide who would lose their V card first? Well, they only have one, so it's just a good question. That I don't know, man. Love said, I never liked my sister's boyfriend. Our tastes are very different. Couldn't imagine being hooked up with her. Crystal says, does the single one just go on her phone or watch a movie while the married couple is getting intimate? That's what I would like to know. What do you do? Read a book and just chill? But the thing is that she has to have feeling too, because that's her thing as well too. So she can't just be on her phone, because when the big O comes, she's feeling the O too. So imagine just being on your phone, like not being into it and just being like, oh. Yo, anyways. Crystal says, is it considered consensual if only one twin says yes? I guess. I've always had this question about what a man prefers. Oh, now you're getting into my video. Yeah, trust me. Again, it's very cultural, but I think overall, well, I shouldn't say that, because my friend, you know what? I was about to say, even my friend that is always about like pretty girls, my friend that has the kid, even him, he's really about bodies and he loves beautiful girls. But I don't know. I wish there was more men here. I think men are really attracted to bodies. Like I said, my friend is totally different from me. He likes small, petite, short girls. And I don't mind small, petite, short girls at all. Like I have a very kind of universal attraction, by the way, which some girls get mad at that. It's like, geez, I wish you only had one type. I like all girls. But regardless if you're petite or whatever, I do like a little bit of meat. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, Tez started laughing. Sheila said, both body and beauty will fade eventually. Yeah, but I'm telling you, body will kind of still hang around. It might not be as firm and as thick or whatever, but it's still like there. But I get what you're saying, Sheila. James said BS. Okay. I guess Jane likes a pretty girl. Nan says it can't be consensual. I think there's going back to the Conjoined twins now. What legal documents were signed? What's the lifespan of the C twins anyways? Something fishy is going on. Hey, you guys can Google it, ask ChatGPT. Will said, good question, Trent. Since Serena lost a lot of that body you were drawn to, but kept her face beauty, do you feel the same way about her? Look, Serena, even losing her weight, which I'm not happy about, but it was more for health reasons. Serena is still thick. Do not get it twisted, all right? Like, yeah, and not back in the day, man, but she's still not a small girl. Trust me at all, man. She's still my baby mama. Yes, love her. Gia. Oh, Gia's in the building. Bam, bam, bam. Personality is everything for me. Forget the body. 110%. I totally agree with you. I have a chapter about that in my book too, or like a couple of pages in my book. But it's just to answer the question. But personality, bar none, is more important for me. And that's what I was talking about in lesson of the day. Like, okay, there's your body type. Okay, there's your petite. Okay, there's your face, whatever. At the end of the day, like Sheila just said, I think it was Sheila, all that's going to fade and go away anyways. What's inside? I know it sounds corny, but what, not only just like inside in a corny way, but what is she offering? What is he offering to the relationship? Because when you're 70, 80, 90 years old, that's what's going to count. So, Gia, we always are agreeing with each other. Shout out to Gia. Now let's say, okay, Trent, he's flipping the question. You go, boy. I like smart men. Thank you. Crystal says, whoops, whoop. That is powerfully said. Thank you, Crystal. Attention versus intention. Oh, exactly. You want to be, you want attention or you want intention? You want a guy that you're going to get his attention or intention? Oh, I love that so much when I heard that. ABDI says, I know you're not talking about Diddy much, but The Sun just reported Diddy gave Trump a letter through Mike Tyson in November. Can you confirm, is that true? No, we're not doing Diddy this week. I promised everybody, because everyone was getting fed up. I was getting fed up too. We're not going to go into Diddy. I'm sorry, but we're going to try to get as much Diddy break as we can. Katie Thomas said, howdy, Trent. Howdy, Trent, listening from West London. What up, West London? UK in the building. Bam, 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 bam. Hound dog Elvis. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. That's a good song. That's a good song that everybody would know. Facts. What is his name? Shyla Custom Design, I think. So I throw my hands up in the air, playing my song, The Butterflies Fly Away. I throw my hands up in the air, playing my song, The Butterflies Fly Away. Okay, I don't know that song, but I like that comment. Thank you. The Golden Girls theme. Oh, yeah. Thank you for being a friend. Down the road and back again. You're a dad and a confidant. What was the last one who is no longer here? What's her name again? I think she passed away literally days before she turned 100. Oh, I'm sure you guys are going to tell me in the comment section. Oh my gosh, hold on. Not Rose. Was it Rose? Oh, how could I forget her? Anyways, this is dyslexia. I'm bad with names. You don't know who I am. The Cupid Shuffle. That's a good one. Cupid Shuffle for sure. Jingle Bells. I mean, that's a stretch, but fine. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I like that. Oh, I didn't read the names. Vicky said Jingle Bells. Nolan said Cupid Shuffle. Candy girl, you are my world. You look so sweet. You're a special treat. My love each and every day. Bam, bam, bam. Hell yeah, of course. Candy Girl. New edition. Kate Thomas. Hey, listening from West London. What up? Double Tap Her Heart doesn't sound corny, but cordial, as it comes down to choosing people over pixels and not assuming online, and your attention keeps you from being in line with your intention. Will. Totally agree. I just like to talk with layman terms sometimes, but I totally agree. It's not corny, and the crux of the conversation is what is most important. Nolan said, yep, all the time. You don't know. Don't stop believing your journey. Don't stop believing your journey. What is that? I don't know that song. Don't stop believing your journey. New Orleans Art House. That's from New Orleans Art House. Nolans. Oh, that's what it is. Nolans Art House. What up, Nolans? I really want to come to New Orleans so badly. Oh, you have no idea. The ice has to melt big time. R.I.P. Renee. Ooh, I like that. That Roberta. What? That's Roberta Aram, not Roberta. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. That's Robert Abram, not Roberta. Very, very sorry. I'm dyslexic. It's very hard for me to see. And then on YouTube names, but thank you for clearing that. What up, Robert? I probably didn't pronounce your last name right. I'll just stay with Robert, but thank you for clarifying that. Hey, Sassy Sandy, what up? That's truly banning two women at once. Well, at once. Nollins says, do they share the same feelings? I think so. I would assume so. It's one thing, so I'm sure they got to feel it. Do they have the same fingerprints, the same DNA? 100%. 100%. Like, they are the same person. West London, UK in the chat. Kim is welcoming, as she always is. Thank you, Kim. Sassy Sandy says, if you're unmarried, doesn't want to be have SCX activity, would that be the R word? No, because I think they both will be consenting. I have no idea. I can't answer that. Mystery says, sing along song Barry White. You're my first, my last. How does that song go? You're my baby. You're telling me that. How's it go? You're killing me. I remember I told you about once before. As I used that you loving me, baby. Oh my gosh, that's one of like my mom's favorite song. So I think that's my first, last, and everything. I think, and also the song called "Love," Keisha Cole. That is a knockout for sure. Everybody knows that. Emma Lewis, hi Trent. What up, Emma? Can we talk? Kevin Campbell, of course. Can we talk? I sung that already. Sorry if I don't know what your name is. M. Treek. Hi, Outlouders. Hi, Emma. Or M. I'm just gonna say M. Diddy case is very interesting. We enjoyed the update. Seriously, thank you very much, Nollins. I don't know what this is. C. Presley. If you meet a woman from inside out, not outside in, it wouldn't matter. Totally agree. Betty White. Bam, 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 bam. Betty White. Thanks, Kimberly Morgan. Betty White. Yeah, Betty White. There you go, Betty White. Betty White. Robert told me, sing it, boy. I love it. Well, thank you, Crystal. I like you. I'm glad you like my singing. All right, you guys are answering my Betty White. Thank you very much. That's Betty White. That's who he's thinking of. Thanks, Kim. Emma says, what about No Scrubs? Oh, yeah, No Scrubs. How's No Scrubs go again? We don't want no scrubs. A guy is a kind that can't get no love from me. Done hanging out my passenger side of my best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrubs. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love. Well, a girl that can't get no love from me. No Scrubs. That's a good one. That is a really good one. Oh, the Titanic song. That was Celine Dion. No. What was the Titanic song actually? Don't remember. Sea Twins' lifespan is early 60s. They don't have the same fingerprints. Interesting. Well, I think because they only have one hand that each own. So that's why I'm saying it's two different tops, but the bottom is the same. So I'm sure this hand is a fingerprint. And that, yeah, okay, it makes sense. This is one fingerprint, that's another fingerprint, two heads. That's why they could be two different people, and then just the lower half. Thank you for Googling that, Nollins. Yeah, Betty White. Thank you, Easy. Reem Pengear. Kim says, Journey is the name of the group. Don't Stop Believing is the name of the song. Okay, Journey, Don't Stop Believing. I don't know that song. Sorry, Kim. Don't be mad at me. Felicia said, good evening, Outlouders omelet. It's okay. You can rewind. What up, Felicia? Next person, Easy Rem Petgear says, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Okay, I don't personally know that song. Maybe if I heard it, I'd probably know it. Yo, Barry White impression is hilarious. Thank you. Baby. You blow my mind. That I am. Oh my gosh, let's not do it again, Trent. Kim from Alberta. What up, Kim from Alberta, Canada, in the building? Crystal says, if they share the same fingerprint, do they share the same retina print? I have no idea. Somebody will have to Google that. Fantastic Voyage Lakeside. Maybe that might be a song. Robert. Come and talk to me. I really want to meet you, girl. I really want to know your name. Oh, come and talk to me. Oh, hell yeah. How did I forget Jodeci? One of my favorite R&B groups ever of all time. I want to get married. I remember the name of the song, but it's like, close to me, you're like my mother. Close to me, you're like my father. Close to me, you're like my sister. You are the only one, my everything. And for you, this song I sing. Oh, my life. I pray for someone like you. And I thank God that I finally found you. That is, I'm singing to my wife on my wedding day, that song. Shout out to Jodeci. Come and talk to me. Anything Jodeci, you got me. Me and Mrs. Jones. Oh yeah, I just don't remember the melody. Me and Mrs. I know that song. I know the song. I just don't know the melody. That's a good one. That's a good one. No scrubs. 1000%. That's amazing. I tried. Thanks, Tez. Easy said I would know what you would know it. You're just hilarious. Thank you. Oh yeah, purple rain. 1000%. Shout out to Prince. Just my imagination. Temptations, but I don't remember the melody though. I don't remember the chorus though. That's another good one though, Tez. That's a good one. Nolan said, "Love Is King" by Sade. Now come on, anything by Sade. I'm not even going to attempt to try to sing Sade, but 1000%. I can't get the melody of the "Love Is King." Anything by Sade. Mystery said, "Go trend, go with the Barry White deep voice." In C Press Dog, is this the end? I don't know. Jagged Edge for real. That's a good one. MTRERC. That's a good one. Jagged Edge. I can't think of a Jagged Edge song right now off the top of my head. Did Jagged Edge sing "It's Our Anniversary"? No. That's Tony. Jagged Edge. I could feel you close to me. I can't remember Jagged Edge song right now. Oh my gosh, this is very disappointing. As an R&B head that I classify myself, Jagged Edge. I think they're the one that's like, I bring you close to me. I'm starting to feel you, and you're rubbing up on me. Something like that. Cameo, Word Up. That's another good one. Amy Winehouse, Like Smoke. Is that the one where she's saying 7 Day whatever? I don't know a bunch of Amy Winehouse songs, but I'm pretty sure I would know that. If you know songs, you got to hear it. Sharon said Barry White. Yeah, Barry White for sure. KC and JoJo, 1000%. KC, JoJo, Jodeci. Was I singing? Yeah, Jodeci. Hold on, I'm getting so confused. Yeah, Casey and JoJo were part of Jodeci. Yes. Yeah, Casey. That was from Keep It G. Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married. Yep, Let's Get Married. Love that. Love Sade too, for sure. All Love Was Love You, Whitney Houston, 100,000%. I think I sang that yesterday. And I will always. I mean, y'all know that Dolly Parton. Did she ever do a version of that? That's why you're saying the Whitney Houston version, eh? Anyways, yeah, that might be like. I DJ my own like party every New Year's Eve, and I literally play that song every single New Year's. I'm like, yo, anyone who's been to my parties, you know, I'm the king of love songs, and I play like all the love songs. I play Barry White. I'll sing. I'll do "When a Man Loves a Woman," and oh my gosh, I play and I play Whitney Houston. "I'll Always Love You," 100%. Three Little Birds. That's a good one. Three Little Birds is by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, and that it is pure and good. Singing, this is a message to you. How could we have not put a Bob Marley song on yet? Shout out to K. Thomas, Bob Marley, 100%. Stop the I love you, save. Hold on. Stop the Love You, Save Me by the Jackson 5. Okay, I know Jackson 5, but I don't know that song. Stop the I Love You, Save Me Baby. I do not know that song. But I don't know Jackson 5 though. ABC 1 2 3 da, da, da. Tessa, End of the Road. Although we've gone to the end of the road, still I can't let go. It's unnatural. Woo! What? Don't get me started with Boys to Men, please. don't get me there, because I'll never get off this live. Let's Get Married with Run DMC. Jagged Edge. Yeah, that's a good one. 100%. I can't think of the melody right now. Girl, let's just get married. I just want to get married. Yeah, exactly. If you in a white dress, jagged edge, you know it, Trent. 100,000%. Next one is Boots on the Ground. Yeah, Boots on the Ground. I know that's new. I don't know the melody of that, but like I've definitely, of course, heard that song. That's a good one. Yolanda. As Yet, Sharon. That's is it As Yet? I know what that is. Anyways, I'm going to skip that because I'm not sure if we're on the same page on that one. Straight Outta Heaven, J Edge. That's a good one. Kim said Dolly Parton did the song originally and Whitney Houston did it later down the line. Oh, thank you very much, Kim. Kiss by Prince, the Paisley Park version. That's a good one. I don't know that one, but 100% definitely heard it before, but I wouldn't be able to sing it right now. Lotus Flower says music is better in the 90s, 2000s, 80s, 70s. Like my father, I grew up on just music. Like that's all we played all the time in my house. So I know everything from I would say good 60s onwards, like Freddie Jackson, The Temptations, Otis Redding. Like I said, I DJ my my New Year's Eve parties, and I have all my dad's old music in my computer, and I literally just take people on a ride. Like my first love is music. 80s music is good too. Don't sleep on the 80s. Al Green, Love and Happiness. Exactly. I don't know the melody enough to sing that, but 100% that's a really good one. Paul says hi Paul. Understanding Escape, that's a good one. I couldn't sing that one though, but good one. Atomic Dog, but Sheila said that one. I don't know, maybe if I heard it I would remember it. As Yet, is it last night while I wasn't of you, I saw the sign, the moon, the mountains, and the rivers. I saw heaven when I made sweet love to you. I was like, As Yet, and I couldn't. I was just literally singing that song in Phoenix. 100% Last Night, hands down, classic, one of my favorite songs. When you said it, I was like, I wasn't ringing a bell, but Last Night, money. Rebirth, Brass Brand. Do What You Want to Do. I think I may have heard that. Can't sing it. Twisted, Key Sweat. Oh, that's another good one. Oh my gosh. How come I don't remember? Oh my gosh, this is gonna bug me. This is gonna drive me crazy. And I know even with his like weird voice. Oh, hold on. This is going to drive me nuts. Hold on a second. I really have to bring this up. Hold on. I just need to hear 1 second of it. Of course, I cannot play it because for copyright reasons. Hold on, guys. Stay with me. Oh, hold on. Twisted. Keith. Sweat. Oh, I could not let this go. Hold on, I gotta mute my microphone so they don't you got it twisted on oh my gosh, yes. Over you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't remember that. You know you are my loving baby. Very, very, very good one. Who got that one? Yeah, Sharon, that's a good one. Twisted, Key Sweat. You are my loving girl. Kay Thomas said, I'm so in love with you, All Green. 100% just play that. I wouldn't remember the melody or I wouldn't attempt to sing that one, but I'm so in love with you is amazing. How's it go? Like, anyways, I won't attempt that one. When I See You, love that song. Love that song, Fantasia. The Graduation song, but Crystal saying that one. I don't know what the Graduation song is. Kim said, oh, yes, Key Sweat, definitely. What about LL Cool J, I'm Bad? That's a good one. That's a good one. Sharon said, Babyface for the Lover in You remake. Well, that's one of my favorite albums, too. I can't remember what that album was with Babyface, but yo, I know that Babyface is an amazing songwriter, but yo, he actually can sing too. Really, really good. For the Lover in You. I wish we could, like, if we weren't on YouTube right now, I would literally just play all this music and literally sing along with it with you guys, but copyright reasons, we can't. Reasons by Earth, Wind, and Fire, really good one. I couldn't sing that one though. The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round. Very clever, Robert. Will says, oh yeah, it's our anniversary. Tony. Girl, do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. That song will just never get old. You'll need that all the time. Change Gonna Come, Al Green, another classic. Anything Patti LaBelle, 1000%. Like I always say that her and Oprah Winfrey are my godmothers. Love Patti. K-Tom said, when will I see you again? Another good one. Crystal, Baby, It's Cold Outside. Love by Music Soul Child. Cannot talk about music without talking about him. Lotus Flower, Love It. Sorry, Yolanda is making me pronounce her name. Yolanda. Sorry if I pronounce that wrong. I'm dyslexic. Sharon said, good job. Thank you, Sharon. Midnight A. Are you saying midnight on a midnight train to Georgia? Is that what you're saying? I need to send you my playlist. Send it over, Sharon. Genuine, So Anxious. That's a good one. But of course, if it would be genuine, it would have to be like, ride it, my pony. You would have to put pony in there. Midnight train to Georgia. 1000%. Robert said, rain down on me. Woo! SW. Yo, Robert, I like you, bro. I like you. Rain down on me. SWV is one of my favorite groups ever. They also have another song that was like crazy that I can't remember now. Shout out to you, Robert. I just want to dance Whitney Houston. I don't remember the melody, but 100%. I just want to dance with some. How does it go? I just want to dance. I just want to dance with somebody. 1000%. I mean, didn't they name the movie I Just Want to Dance? Can't Stand the Rain, New Edition. 1000%. Anything New Edition is always going to be a win. As We Lay by Shirley Murdoch. As We Lay. I don't know if I know that one. This is the first time there was one that I didn't know. I think I've been doing a pretty good job. I love your voice, Trent. Thank you very much. Easy Ren said, when can I see you again? And every time I close my eyes, both songs by Babyface. 1000%. That last Babyface album, you could play from top to bottom, and it's 100% a win. 100%. I haven't heard any Blackstreet, by the way. Blackstreet was an amazing R&B group too. Sir Mix-a-Lot, Baby Got Back. That's a good one. Baby Got Back. Oops. Woo! Yo, thank you for saying one last cry before I leave it all behind. Brian McKnight. Okay, Brian McKnight. I could sing Brian McKnight's I Remember You album from the beginning till the end. She gives me love, crazy love. One more time, she gives me love. Oh my gosh, I love that album. She takes my heartache in the night away like a thief. I used to listen to that song and be like, yo, I need to find a girl that gives me crazy love, crazy love. All right, thank you for saying Brian McKnight. Although that, it's a little messed up what he's doing with his kids and his family now, but whatever, still got love for Brian. Doing It Well. I know that song. I know exactly what you're talking about. Marvin Gaye, All Music, 1000%. So Anxious, totally agree. That's what Sharon said. Mystery says, I got a woman, Ray Charles, It's an oldie, 1000%. I mean, I don't remember how that goes, but 100% I know that song. Great people in the chat tonight for sure. Y'all are, this is good. This is fun. And I was trying to do like, I'll do like a short show tonight, but this question of the day really brought out some fun, man. Definitely agree with you, Kim. Frankie Beverly, before I let you go, 1000% classic. SWV, had cut after cut. Oh yeah, had cut. I thought you were trying to say that was the name of the song for sure. SWV, 100% bangers all the time. Sharon said, "So Into You" by SWV. Totally agree. I saw Escape and SWV in concert. It was the best. Wow, I'm so jealous. Girl, I Just Want to Have Fun. That's a good one. Hey, you know what nobody said too? Nothing from Brandy and nothing from Monica. We're forgetting about Brandy and Monica. What's Monica's song again? How it's like, where she's sitting on the house. I just need one word. Brandy, not Brandy, but Monica. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Monica. Hold on. Is it? Huh? That's not it. Hold on. I gotta mute this 1 second. Before You Walk Out My Life. Oops. There you go. Here we are face to face with the memories I can't be erased. Oh my gosh. Shout out to Monica. Sorry. I had to have a moment there with Monica. Darnell Jones, 100%. Outstanding by Gap Band. Okay, that's the second one. I don't know that one. Sorry, Sheila. Given him something he can feel on Vogue. Oh, we didn't say anything about on Vogue. Wow. 100%. Totally agree. Any Tia Marie. Thanks. I agree. Not Lan Lon like Yolanda James. Oh, sorry. I'm saying your name wrong. Sorry. Not Lan. So Yolanda. Is it Yolanda? So not Yolanda, Yolanda. Yolanda Adams. Yolanda Adams. Welcome, Yolanda. I'm sorry. And I hope I'm going to remember that. Just spell it out for me next time if you're back in the chat because I'm dyslexic. But hello, Yolanda. Easy said, oh yeah, we didn't say anything Mariah Carey. Miguel, beautiful. Hopped on the back of my bike like the cold wind blow through my hair with an ASS like that. And it smells so bright. Oh, it's me. Love that. Sharon said music. Oh, we didn't say Usher. Woo! I don't know your name, MTERC, but you have brought some really good ones. I mean, everybody has been bringing really good ones, but Usher, Confessions, come on. I could sing all the Usher songs too, like without question. Marvin Gaye, got to give it up. Totally agree. Mariah and Miguel. Okay, I read that already. Roses are red, violets are blue. Funny. What about Boogie Wonderland? Okay, I don't know what that is. Emma, M or Emma. Don't Take It Personal. Good one. Brandy, I want to be down with what you're going through. Classic. Just one of them days when I want to be all alone. It's just one of them days. Woo. I just love how that song starts. We didn't say Janet Jackson. This is crazy. Janet Jackson, Pleasure Principle, 1000%. Adina Howard, Sharon, you're good too, man. This is crazy. Trend Out Louders have good music taste. You guys, like, this is, I have loved you guys before. We are definitely family. I know that for sure. Holy, keeping it G, Monica, just one of them days. TLC, yep. We said no scrubs. Sharon, that was good. What about ain't no sunshine when she's gone? Only darkness every day. Dun-dun-dun. That's a good song. Ain't no sunshine when she's woo. Kate Thompson, I already said this one, but when a man loves a woman, can't keep on his mind on nothing else. He changed the girl for a good thing he's found. Hell yeah. Simple Savage says, I am so handsome. Well, thank you very much, Simple Savage. Mystery said, and the Monica song, Before You Walk Out My Life, that one is fire, 100%. Key Sweat, Make It Last Forever. Oh, that's a good one too. That's a good one. You and I by Rick James. I can't sing that one, but shout out to Rick. Tiana Taylor's dope. 1000%, Sharon. Luther. Oh, we didn't say Luther Vandross. What a shame. Luther, that's my mom's boyfriend. Yo, she loves Luther. You know what is one of my favorite Luther songs? The one about Dance with My Father Again. Dude, that song honestly makes my eyes tear every time I hear it. Oh, my, like you can hear the pain and conviction when he says, God, I know you don't do this usually, but if you could just make one exception and allow my mom to dance with my father one more time. Oh, that is like one of my favorite songs, man. Oh, dance with my father again. I wish I remembered the verse when he says that about his mom. He says something to like, because there's no man that can ever replace him. And anyways, shout out to Luther. My name is Monique. Hello, Monique. I love your taste in music. What up? Maya, for sure. Shout out to Maya. Know Maya well. Shout out to Maya. Drew Hill, The Love We Had. Can't believe we didn't say anything about Drew Hill. 1000%. It wasn't me, Shaggy. Is that what you're talking about, Crystal? Boogie Wonderland, ETW. That's Robert. It said that. They're now Yolanda. I hope I'm not mixing it up now. Yolanda gave me a thumbs up because I got her name right. Tony Braxton. Hey, we forgot about Tony. Big Tony in the building. Tony and Braxton for sure. Mars says, yo, what up, Mars in the building? Marzipan, what up? Mars, you got to watch this over again. I've been singing for past half an hour. We jamming over here, man. Mars says, oh, are we having a live tea concert? Yes, you are. Tyrese, how are you going to act like that? 1000%. Shout out to Tyrese, the homie. Was literally just with Tyrese in Atlanta in April. And at the mental wealth conference last year too. Oops, I skipped Tez. Tez says, I don't even know how to pronounce that, but a taste of honey. Sorry, I don't know that one, Tez. Eartha Kits, there you go. Sharon, that's a good one. Drew Hill, Sharon, that's another good one. We are family. Hey, my brother, sisters, and me. Hey, Sister Sledge, 1000%. Can you stand the rain? New edition. I think we did that one already, right? Can you stand the rain? Anything Jodeci, 1000% Mars. I did like 2 Jodeci songs. Tevin Campbell, can we talk about it? I think we did that one already too. 112. Oh, we forgot about 112. Peaches and Cream. What was their one? Cupid doesn't lie. 112,000%. My first time catching you live. Well, thank you very much. Muva, I think your name is. Okay, Sharon, I see you. Yo, Sharon ain't playing around in here. Everyone is good. Yeah, Michael Jackson, of course. Thriller, Beat It, Wanna Be Started Something. Like, gosh, like we could have a whole separate show with Michael Jackson. Deborah Cox. Yes. How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Shout out to Deborah. Rihanna, Diamonds, really good one. Muva said, my first time catching you live. Hey, hope your night is well. My night is amazing because I've been singing. I've been having a good time with the Out Louders. I'm having a great night. Don't want to miss a thing. 1000%. Don't remember the melody now, but amazing song. Kate Thomas, I would give everything I own. Keith Booty, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Night and Day. We didn't say I'll Be Sure. Night and Day. Tony Braxton, Unbreak My Heart. Say you love me again. Unbreak My Heart, one of the most difficult songs to sing. Well, I just did it because I'm just a natural. Tevin Campbell, yep. Kimberly, what up? We talked about that one. Renee Mars. I just got off the train from work. We'll catch this over for sure. Shout out to Mars. I love your smile. Thank you, Sharon. Rapper's Delight, 100%. Forgot about that, Sheila. Rapper's Delight. Boogie Wonderland is Earth, Wind, and Fire trend. Sorry, Earth, Wind, and Fire. I know some Earth, Wind, and Fire songs. They just can't come to me right now. I remember when they did verses, it was like, oh my gosh, you can't remember how much classics they had, which is crazy. But like I said, there's a lot of names I probably don't know, but for sure, the song I know for sure. Jagged Edge Promise, another good one. Boogie Wonderland for sure. Sweet Thing, Shaka, and Remake by Mary J. Blige. 1,000,000,000%. Sweet Thing, don't you know you're my everything? How about Shy Acapella? If I Ever Fall in Love. Oh my gosh. How does it go again? I think I just did a version that the acapella version, right? But yeah, If I Ever Fall in Love, 100%. SWV's Fire. Yeah, we did a lot of SWV, Mars. 40 years old, so this is what I grew up on. Shout out to Sharon. Golden, Jill Scott. Yep. I heard that Jill Scott just did an interview with Angie Martinez. I want to check that out. Love that. We have definitely been enjoying your company trend. Thank you, because you could be doing a ton of other things right now. So kudos to you. Hey, y'all know one of my favorite things is to hang out and chill with y'all. So I'm loving it just as much as you are. 21, yeah, Cupid and Peaches and Cream. Peaches and Cream, 1,000%. Uncle Charlie Wilson, Sheila, that's definitely a really good one. Fire and Desire, Kimberly, 100%. Mars, I get so weak in the knee. Yeah, we said that. I get so weak in the knees, I can hardly speak, and I lose control. SWV. Next. Oh, we forgot about Next. Yo, Sharon, you're up. Shannon, you're good. Next, that's a good one. That's really good. Mary J. Blige, Be With You. Of course, anything from the Queen herself. Cynthia said, Sweet Thing, original and Mary, 1,000%. Family Affair is another good song, 100%. I Swear, from the moon and the stars and the sky. 100%. The Double Dutch Bus. Yeah, I think somebody said that already. Sade, Paradise, of course. India Irie, Strength, Courage, and Wisdom. 100% agree. And love the sing-along session with the Out Louders. It really cheered me up. Oh my gosh, I got to the end of the comments. Yo, shout out to me. Can I get a hold on? Can I get a Come on, I got to the end and I sang up. Shout out to the host, Shred Out Loud. Oh, that was super fun, guys. That was really fun. Let me just get a couple more. I agree, Kim. What a way to spend our evening. 1,000%. That was really fun. I'm going to help you. What? I'm going to help you shy. The very first thing. Oh, there you go. There you go. Yes. The very first time I saw your brown eyes, your lips said hello, and I said hi. I knew right there you were the one. I was caught up in physical attraction, but to my satisfaction, girl, you were more than just a friend. Oh, yo, shout out to, I think you said it was Monica, right? Shout out to Monica. Yo, that's a win, 1,000%. Amazing song. Patty, Lapel, Gladys Knight, and the Pimps. Love that. On Vogue, Don't Go, 1,000%. Hey, I swear that was a good one. Awesome job, Trent. Excellent job. Thank you, Nalan. Dennis Green, a round of applause. Easy said, dang, I was trying to think of next and I couldn't remember their name. I saw them in concert in Denver with Boyz II Men and Destiny's Child with way back Summer Jam. Wow, that must have been a great concert. Jeez. I've been singing with you along the whole time. I love that, Crystal. Thank you. Mars said Barry Simmons, no goodbye, 1,000%. Let's not even get into reggae, Mars, because then I'll be here all night. We'll have like a reggae edition one day. Hell yeah, great show. TOL on point. Peace and joy. Love my brother. Thank you very, very much, Robert. I'm sorry I called you Roberta last time. Shout out to the host. Thank you, Monica. I hope it was Monica, but I think so. Yeah. Mars, Purple Rain. We got that one. Purple Rain. Purple Rain. We got that one. Angie Stone. Did we say Angie Stone yet? RIP to Angie Stone. Yes. Sade. No Ordinary Love. Woo! Shout out to Felicia. That's a good one. Mary J. Yep. And I think he sang that one. Mars definitely did. Hold on. Oh, we didn't say Craig David. I was about to say Craig Mack. Yeah, Craig David. Ashanti. Yes, shout out to Ashanti. Crystal, you and me both. Great time. I love it. Love that. I've been singing along with you. Yes. I wish everybody could have came on and just we all like sang together. All right. Let me wrap this up. Ordinary Day, Darnell. For sure, that's a good one. All right, let me say my sign out here, and then I'll come back to the last ones. Let me just say my sign out, and I'll come back. All right, give me 2 seconds. Let's get back to media. All right, we had first of all, what an amazing shout out to everybody in the chat. Like this was the best chat ever. Some air horns for you guys. I just want to say that I've only been doing lives. I mean, this is my second week, Tuesday. So this is like my 7th live from the studio. And this right here tonight is why I'm always going to keep doing as many lives as I can. This was the funnest live, the funnest show that we ever had. And this is what, this is the whole point of the show for me. So thank you. I loved it just as much as you guys did. All right. Let me say my sign off and then I'll go back quickly just for some little highlights. Okay. 3 things before I let you guys go. Make sure y'all hit that super thanks or super chats. You'll see it at the bottom below. You'll see like 3 dots. I'm so in like singing mode, like I don't even remember my sign out anymore. Anyways, there's super thanks or a super chat below. Do not forget to sign up for the Trend Out Loud, Becoming Out Louder today. You'll see the join button somewhere above me. And also do not forget to sign up for Aura, Protect Yourself Online. Here is the QR code, or you'll see the link below. Do not go and do anything online unprotected for free with the link below or the QR code, or it can get rid of any of your information, Social Security, whatever. They take it offline for you absolutely free, okay? Before I let you guys go, just want to remind you of all the ways to keep up with the Trend Out Loud show, and there are a lot now, okay? First of all, for those of you who like to listen to shows like this on podcast platforms, you can head over to any of them, type in Trend Out Loud, the show will pop up. Do not forget to hit the follow or subscribe button so you can be notified every time we upload a new show. And we upload our lives just like this, okay? So if you like listening on podcast platforms, we're available on all of them. The second way to catch us, if you're like me and you like watching shows like this on video, head on over to YouTube. 6 things I'm gonna need you to do when you head over to YouTube is hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, get the algorithming. The third thing is please try to comment. I love all of these comments in the live. Please, if you guys really enjoyed the show, please try to comment your songs at the bottom of this video. I want it to live at the bottom of the video, so please do me that favor. And also, like I say all the time, I do the show with you guys. You guys are my co-hosts, so it's really important to comment even after the show. Please, it gets the algorithm, it gets the video going, so please try to comment. And also, for those who are not catching it live, don't be afraid to join in on the conversation. Now, for those of you who don't like to join in on a conversation, that's totally fine. But one of the things that you can do is comment the city or country that you're watching from. Every night before I go to bed, I look at all of the comments. And one of my favorite things to see is how global this show is. I work really hard on this show. And I love to see different countries and different cities. Okay, so that's an option if you don't want to join in on the conversation. Fourth thing, if you're really enjoying this show or you're really enjoying this channel, please try to share it with your family, friends, and loved ones. It helps in growing the channel. I'm actively trying to grow this channel, thinking about 5 years and 10 years from now. I want good people. I want people that have good discussion and good taste in music. So if you know anybody that would like, singing along with us, make sure you share the channel, please. The fifth thing is make sure you sign up for the Out Loud membership. And of course, the sixth thing, feel free for those who want to give back, support the show. There's a thanks button or super chats when we are live. Okay. YouTube's kind of hidden it a little. Look where the comment section is. You might see 3 dots. You open it up. You might have to scroll over. There is the thanks button. Now, our third way is streaming. You all know that we are streaming now. So podcast, video, and also streaming. You can check us out on Facebook streaming live, LinkedIn streaming live, Instagram streaming live. Shout out to the Instagram crew. We're also streaming on Kick and Twitch. All right. So those are the 3 different ways: podcast, YouTube, video, and streaming. So you have no excuse not to check out the Trend Out Loud show. Now, for those of you who want to follow me outside of the show, I'm on all the social platforms, and it's always the same handle, Trend Out Loud. I'm the most active on Instagram. And speaking of Instagram, please follow the Trend Out Loud show on Instagram. I am back, very active. We took a break during December and over the holidays. I wanted to rethink how I wanted to approach that Instagram page. I finally figured out I'm giving you guys quick 10, 20-second think pieces or takes, and I'll play a video. It's kind of like a preview to the show, and it just keeps you looped in before and after the show. It's just an extension of the show. So please follow that page for me. And that is it. All right. Trend Out Loud on Instagram, the Trend Out Loud show on Instagram as well. All right. Let me jump back very quickly and see anything here that I missed before I go. And I just want to give you guys your shine. All right. Sade, Mary, Purple Rain. Hold on. Shout out to the host. Sade. I think I was around here, right? Yeah. Here, Sade, Ordinary Love. Yeah, I read that one. Yeah, Craig David, hold on. Ashanti, Ordinary Day, Darnell. Here we go. Sheila said, Tonight is the Night by Millie Jackson. That's a good one. One of my mom's favorite. Good night, Trent, and to all, good night, Mystery. Cole, Funkin' Fun. Robert, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but I know the song you're talking about. Thanks for the nostalgia. Thank you so much, Aaron. Great taste in music. Everybody has great taste in music here. Gia was not Gia. Ginny was clapping. Thank y'all. Mars says, woo, so happy I caught the last bit of the sounds. Fire as usual, Trent. Thanks, Mars. Is it Midlife Secrets? Happy Tuesday. What up? Because You Love Me, Celine Dion. Woo, that's a good one. Uncle Sam, but I can't remember the son. One hit wonder, I think. Love that. Tez, round of applause. Hit the like and smash button. Let's go, Peaches. Peaches, you're Jamaican, if I remember. I see you in the comment section. Thank you, Peaches. Thank you for inviting us to the party, Trent. Love you too, Crystal. Thank you so much. Hey, I got a super chat. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you, Shannon. My music sister, Shannon, with the super chat. Thank you. Love that. Thank you. Kim said, another great show, Trent. Everybody in the chat, have a great night. And as always, peace, love, and happiness. Thank you, Kim, my moderator. Key Sweat replay boss. Thank you very much. Yeah, I did Key Sweat Twisted, but we got Key Sweat in there. Thanks, Peaches. Come on late, but enjoy the show. We'll go back as soon as you're done. Thank you so much, Felicia. Yeah, it was a good show. Make sure you check out all the music for sure. Dance with my father again. Yeah, we got that one. Shout out to Luther. So much fun. Sing along with you while cooking dinner. Best time ever. Ha, ha, ha. Thank you, Easy Ren. I love that you had a great time. Hold on. Shannon, anyone remember Leon Rhymes? Woo! That's a good one. For sure, Leon was amazing. Pisha said, Key Sweat is a true legend, 1000%. I'm from NYC, but live in the DMV now. What? Shout out to Monica from NYC. I love New York. It's one of my favorite places in the world. I used to live in New York. I modeled there. Like, I used to live in Queens, and I used to live out in Jersey. I know it's not New York, but I used to be in New York every day. Shout out to NYC and the DMV. Shout out to Monica. Kim said, let's go to Shannon. Peaches said, Teddy Swim, Powerhouse, another good one. Jaheim. Oh, nobody said Jaheim. Oh, what's that Jaheim song? Anyways, I can't go back and start Googling stuff. No, yeah, Jaheim for sure. For sure. Peaches said Rome. Easy said hi from Lithenberg, Alberta, but living in Louisiana. All right. My Canadians living in Louisiana. What up? Soul for real, Kandi Rain. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we forgot Kandi Rain. Yo, Shannon, you should be a DJ. Kandi Rain, one of my favorite songs. Hit that like button. Thank you. Get it on tonight, Montel Jordan. Yo, Montel, that's another good one. Peaches says, I'm staying with legendary Key Sweat, Teddy Swims, and Jaheim. Totally agree. Oops. Blessings, Trent. Blessings. Hey, Peaches with the super thanks. Thank you very much, Peaches. Y'all are so generous. Let's go, Peaches. Kim says, let's go, Peaches. Emma said, good night, Kim. Out louders, you rock. Peaches, NYC representing Jamaica in the building. Yard massive. What do you mean? Kim says, 9019. This is hot. D'Angelo. And that's a good way to end it off. D'Angelo, rest in peace. Yes, love that. Word up, Trent. Word up, Peaches. Thank you guys for the super chat. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I think unequivocally we can all say that this was everyone's favorite show. I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all tomorrow. I mean, how do we live up to this? This is crazy. I don't know. We'll try to do it again tomorrow. All right. We'll do something fun. Love y'all. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Turn Out Loud. Peace.